Hello to anybody out there. My name is Denise. For those of you that don't know, for in case anybody just like wandered off into a weird corner of YouTube and found me, my name is Denise, aka Sugar and Spice, and I am a tarot reader and Akashic Records practitioner. And so I'm mostly doing this just because I want to. Because everybody showed up and showed out for me when I needed 1,000 subscribers, and now I've grown to almost 1,100, based off a couple of new videos, and I'm just really excited to kind of get to know everyone. And hey, bitch, hey, Paige, I'm just really excited to kind of get to know everyone and repay back. Um, all of the efforts that were made on my behalf to get me to 1,000. And I figured, well, I mean, tarot is priceless. So, the whole point of this is I really want to just show my gratitude to you guys, and hopefully toss some cards here. And yeah, hey, Audrey, hey, everyone. My comadre is here, Alma's here. It's lit. All the comadres are here. Michelle Taylor. So yeah, I'm really excited. Mostly it's not even just about like getting to 1,000. Like that's nice. It was the way that I got to 1,000. How hard the tarot and spiritual community, astrology community went for me on Instagram, Twitter. People that know me personally were like their moms were subscribing and everything. So that was really awesome. And so I'm really hoping to get through as many of these questions as possible. You guys can feel free to tip me whatever is, whatever the work is worth to you, whatever you feel comfortable, that's totally fine. But it isn't required. Yeah, this is just kind of going to be a freebie on me type of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited to answer some questions. So if y'all want to drop some cheesemate on me, let me know about your life and what's going on. And yeah, I'm happy to get started on these answers for you guys. Taylor, I don't have Cash App, but that's okay. You can always just promo me on Twitter or whatever. That works too. But yeah, all right. So while you guys are thinking of some questions, drumming up some tea for me, I do have an announcement. Um, yeah, thank you. Sharing my video helps, girl. Like that shit slaps. Tell your coworkers about me. Um, Anywho, and for those that don't know, I am self-employed. Like this is like my full-time job. So like sharing my stuff, tagging my stuff, putting me on your story, all of like having like writing me a review on your social media like after we get done with um a tarot like reading and stuff, all of that like fucking slaps. Congratulations. You've learned so much from me recently. Oh my god, Greeny Joey. Good, good. Yes. That's literally all I want to do is um hopefully do whatever I can to gift you guys even a fraction of the level of peace that I feel. Because tarot has really changed my life. And has brought me so much joy, so much peace, so many great friends, and just so much enlightenment. Like I feel like I don't have to take life personally anymore because I'm like, well, I mean, God's got me, so whatever. Um, yeah. So I'm really hope that's kind of like the overall mission of what I'm trying to bring through the content of my channel is to really identify the problem areas and all of the different ways that we rob ourselves of our connections to God and the connection to ourselves, etc., etc. Y'all know me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have a question. Okay, what can I do to be more in tune with my guides, ancestors, anyone watching over me, really? Okay, so, from Randall. Okay, yeah, okay. Randall, okay, I'm gonna do Randall, Alma, and Araceli all at once, and I don't even need the cards to answer that. The best way, my number one suggestion to get in tune with the spiritual world, get in tune with yourselves, with God, is y'all need to pray. Like, you need to pray your little asses off. And I'm not saying like dear Lord and Father, or nombre sea de Dios, fool, or whatever. I mean, having an open conversation. I used to pray way before the tarot. Way before the tarot ever came into my life. I started seeing repeating numbers so often that it kind of got scary. So to make myself feel better, I started talking to the repeating numbers, and I would do it in the car, and I would be like, I know you're trying to tell me something, but like I'm not getting it. Like, I don't like numbers. I've never been a math person. It's just like so I started talking, and I was like, I need y'all, whatever is sending me these numbers, these signs, I need you guys to do it in a way that's painfully fucking obvious. Like, I need you to send me an email. I need you to shoot me a text. Call me. I don't know what you got to do, but this number thing isn't it for me. I'm not getting it. And then I dreamt this deck. And all of a sudden, all of those messages started clicking. So the easiest way to connect, I'm going to answer all three of you. How to radiate this light of peace, of joy. Girl, you got to have a connection with God. You like source, universal energy. Um insert name for energy here, spirit, whatever it is that you want to call it. The fact is that it exists, and it has a very real, tangible way of affecting your life. So the more you're willing to play with spirit, the more spirit is willing to play with you. 100%. And the way to do that is you need to have open communication lines. You need to start talking out loud, like in the car. Every time I'm on my way to Target or something, I just turn on the radio and I'm like, all right, spirit, like, what's my day looking like today? Here's what's on my mind. So if you could send me like a sign to kind of clear my mind, that would be so great. It's just open communication. Whatever prayer looks like to you, go ahead and do that. If it's on your knees, head bowed, go ahead and do that. If it's out loud and just be like, hey, what up? My name is Denise. God, nice to meet you. It's my first time talking to you. Whatever prayer looks like to you, go ahead and do that in the morning, at night, throughout the day. Speaking out loud literally helps. Because at that point, you're setting the intention. Not only are you talking to them, you're setting the intention that you're actually trying to have a conversation, which means you want to hear back. And so at that point, God, your angels, your spiritual guides are kind of like, yo, like they're going to slide in your life and be like, finally, hello, we're here, we're invited. So yeah, that is the single best recommendation I've got for you guys. If you do nothing else, talk out loud to your spiritual guides, invite them to intervene in your life. And yeah, you'll definitely, like that, you'll start to see signs and answers to your prayers. All right, so I know like hella people are like asking like some hardcore questions right now, so let me go back and try to see who I'm talking to right now. Wow, I'm being enlightened. Good, Randall, good. That was a solid question. Sol Luna Astro, love your energy, bitch. The highest compliment, thank you. All right, should I quit my new job? Is it leading me in the right path or straying me from my career goals? That's a good one. That sounds dire. I'll do that one first. All right. Is her job hindering her growth? Should she leave it? Clarify that for me. You know what, Mama? If you're not having fun, it's okay to leave it. But here's the deal. Here's why you're not having fun. The job was definitely sold to you one way and delivered to you a completely different way. You're not really, you don't really feel like a significant contributor to the company. You don't have enough responsibility. It seems like you're bored. You don't get to have enough input when it comes to your job. And so you're like, this is just a job. Like, you were really hoping to get more gratification out of this job, to have more say in it. The pay is good. The pay is good for what you're doing, but that doesn't change the fact that you want to be doing more. There's definitely a source of conflict here. You like your coworkers, they're not too bad. And you like the pay because it's higher than your last one, but the emotional fulfillment, the fun, the entertainment isn't really there. Um, so, girl, if you're not having fun, just go. Just go because life is too short. And I've discussed this with you earlier, but for those that don't know, the next 6 months of the decade set the tone for the next 8 to 10 years of our lives, especially with the Lionsgate and all of these celestial events happening in the sky that humanity really hasn't seen before. There is no precedent for how to act correctly. So you might as well just act any way that makes you happy. So for you, my comadre, I love you, girl. If you're not having fun, it's totally fine to go. It's totally fine to go because the whole point is you having fun and feeling like a valued member of your company, feeling like you're an asset, gratification, recognition, etc., etc. So yeah, go ahead. Fuck it. Quit that job. I'll say it with my whole chest. Life's too short. Oh my god, there's so many questions. All right, let's see. Meow, 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 meow. Congratulations, love you. Opened my life to God more after following you. Jacqueline, that is actually the highest compliment ever. That is literally all I want to do through YouTube, tarot, Akashic, whatever it is that I'm doing next. That's my whole goal, is to bring all of us closer to God because Lord, we need Jesus truly with the way this world is going. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Katie O, could I get a card on what's coming next in my love life? I love your energy and aura. I'll do Katie's. Let's do for Katie O. What messages do you have relating to romance for Katie O? All right, Katie O. There may be a Capricorn coming in because I got the Devil card. I have this weird feeling that it might be an ex or somebody that you used to. I don't even know date, but definitely sleep with. That you used to sleep with. That's gonna come in and try to holla. With the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles here, though, for you, KDO, it's really, I don't like it. I don't like it because it feels like you're ready for love. You're ready for the expression of love. But the expression of love is not the same as being in love. Having someone to perform love with doesn't necessarily mean you're ready for that soul swallowing type of commitment. So this really seems like it's more of I just want someone to have consistent sex with, take pictures with, go places with, and adventure with, but it's not looking good for soul swallowing type of commitment. And the Two of Pentacles here is asking you, which one is it? Are you just bored and you want companionship, or are you like legit ready to get married, have children, build a life with somebody? So they're asking you to kind of introspect on the motives for wanting a romantic partner rather than just taking the first offer that comes to you, because it seems like you're kind of passive in your selection of romantic partners, where you're just like, well, I'll just pick whoever picks me first. No, it's about shooting your shot for the person that you really, really want. But yeah, for you, patience, you're not emotionally in a space where you're ready to be somebody's wife. And if you're not ready to be somebody's wife, then there ain't no reason for you to be messing with them. The Devil energy, girl, stop hoeing. Like, stop hoeing. You need to chill on the hoeing. Alrighty, girl, Devil card for love life. I was like, help. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna grabar videos en español. De hecho, estaba discutiendo la idea de grabar videos en español hace 2 días con los récords de la Akashic, y sí lo voy a hacer. En eso estoy y también quiero traducir mis videos existentes con subtítulos en español. Así que todavía no he figurado exactamente cómo voy a hacer eso, pero está en mi mente. Está en mi mente y sí lo estoy tomando muy en serio. Así que, por favor, por favor, por favor, recuérdenme. Recuérdame de eso, porque sí se me va a olvidar y lo tengo que apuntar. A ver, Katie, oh, you're a Capricorn. Yes, bitch, live your best Capricorn life then. Let's see. Um, 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 um. I really want more Akashic Records video. Bitch, you will get them, I promise you. I'm actually gonna do an Akashic Records video on sex specifically. So I'm gonna get the tea about sex, if casual sex is okay, are we going to hell for it, etc., etc. Alma, feeling very down, reluctant on taking medications. Should I just, all right, that's a good one. That one might get me beat up, but that's a good one. How does Spirit feel about mental health medication for Alma specifically? Does Spirit support Alma taking mental health medication? You know what, Mama? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. That no, they don't support it. And I think you know that because you're so hesitant to take them to begin with. And it does seem like your emotions and your ambitions are not working in congruence. It seems like you have so many ambitions, there's so many things that you want to accomplish, and your mental health, your emotional health, more than anything, is really what's hindering you from King of Pentacles energy, from living your best life, living your most self-sufficient life. But it seems like the root of your lack of emotional awareness is feeling like you're not measuring up to your potential, feeling like you're not measuring up to the obligations that are inappropriately being placed upon you either by family. You might be a first gen immigrant or something like that, but it just seems like there's a lot of family pressure and obligation, and it just feels so constricting, and it feels like you can't escape. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Spirit doesn't support you taking medications. Spirit does support you taking time out to really understand your emotional process, though. So I think you mentioned counseling. That's a go there. Go that route for sure. Also, I'm getting vegan diet. I don't know why. I don't know if you are vegan or if you've been thinking about it, but I specifically heard vegan diet. Um, Try eating some oranges this week and carrots specifically. I don't know why I'm being so drawn to the sacral orange chakra, but it seems like there's a lot of feelings of repressed guilt, of shame, of humiliation for you. So, vegan diet with specific orange vegetables and fruits, I think is really going to help you out for whatever reason. And counseling. Don't forget counseling. Yeah, so that's for you. Katrina, my bitch. Oh my god, I get so hyped when Katrina's here. If y'all are not already, please follow the Jove Goddess. She's in the chat. She's a fellow intuitive. Some of you from my Instagram know her because I went live with her to discuss sex and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely do that. So let's see. Oh my god, there's so many questions, and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to hit all of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I know that's really ambitious, but I'm gonna give it a shot because I'm super wired off coffee, so I gotta get this out of my system somehow. All right, let's see. Jacqueline, how do you cleanse after tarot readings? My energy is always low sometimes, depending on the question and spread. Girl, I sleep. I sleep, and then I have this little spray that my mom's witch friend, Fabiola, made for me, and that shit will fuck you up if you're a negative entity. So other than that, I would really suggest, I have my little bag of crystals here. Dropping a crystal, either black or white, on your deck, that'll cleanse your deck. And honestly, girl, I've been doing some weird shit. Like, I have a whole white onyx dagger, and I'm like, until it makes me feel better, or like on my chest, like literally all the time. So, if you gotta sleep. I've come to understand that over time I built more and more stamina, but you also gotta pray for stamina. Closed mouths don't get fed, mama. So if you're lacking energy to do an appropriate amount of readings, or as many readings as you want to do, you gotta pray for that energy. Sit in the sun, like in direct sunlight, for at least an hour every day, and I promise you that will unfuck your stamina problems. You stay giving me life, and I'm so grateful for you. Bitch, I'm a hoe. I am a hoe for words of affirmation, so thank you. Let's see. La, 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 la. We need a divine feminine reading. Hell yeah. You know what, Araceli? Let's do a divine feminine reading, because that was one of my most popular videos ever. And I was like, damn, I need to talk to the ladies more. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's do a divine feminine reading. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm here for it. Alma, a true Gemini, bitch. Like, if only you knew. Like, high key, a Gemini. Alrighty. But I'm a Cancer moon though, so I'm a softie. But I'm also an Aries rising. I'll fuck you up. Jennifer, hello, bitch. I love your energy. Hey, bitch. Hey, Jennifer. Alrighty. So let's see. Divine feminine energy. Let's do divine feminine energy for August. Woo, all right. There's like 51 of you right now, and I promise you at least 49 are women. So, all right. I feel like I gotta stretch and really get my shit together. All right. All right, ladies. Now let's get in formation. Divine feminine. All right, I can already feel how heavy this one's gonna be, so let me just... What is in store for the divine feminine this August? I'll keep that one. Oh, I knew it was going to be heavy. What is in store this August for the divine feminine? Ugh. Okay, so we got the Eight of Swords here, the Hanging Man, the Two of Cups, and the Death card. Bitch. All right, so the overall landscape for August, ladies, essentially is surrendering the outcome of your relationship. Like this is the part where you need to lift your relationship up to God and be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done trying. The ladies, you've been very vocal these last couple months. You have made sure to dot your I's, cross your T's. You guys have been very vocal about exactly how it is that you need to be loved, where your relationships are failing you, and you really argued your whole little heart out. Trying your best to figure out where it's going wrong, how you can fix it, how much of it is your trauma. Like, you've done so much introspection and so much work with this Eight of Swords. And it's just not bringing anything into fruition. And the thing is, your man's doesn't care. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that with my whole chest. And I know that's difficult to hear, but it's not that he can't be a better person for you. It's not that he can't meet your standards. It's that he's choosing not to. He is actively very self-awarely choosing not to, because it means that it requires more work of him than he originally bargained for. Men right now would rather fucking die than introspect, because they know in their introspection that's where their guilt will come out of. And it's so much easier to call you crazy, it's so much easier to call you paranoid, it's so much easier to make an enemy out of you, instead of them looking at themselves long and fucking hard in the mirror and saying, you know what, I don't want to do this because I'm too lazy, because it requires too much of me. It requires of me to admit that I'm wrong. It requires for me to reevaluate my whole belief and moral system, and it's just not worth it, and I'm just not going to do it. I know her ass is going to stay, so why bother? All I have to do is, call her my cheeky baby, give her a couple besitos and she'll be fine. But unfortunately, with this death card, that is no longer the case. Ladies, now is the time to get up and go. It is what it is. Yeah, because this connection, unfortunately, you ain't really gonna do anything about it, because you've already done everything that you can. And again, I'm being drawn into the orange on the card here, the sacral. So there's a lot of humiliations of a lot of inner feelings of humiliation, of guilt, of how did I get here, how could I have let it go on so long. So a lot of y'all are heading towards breakup central. And again, with the Hanged Man here, don't be a martyr. Don't let somebody hang you and really sustain yourself in this relationship full of uncertainty, full of uncertainty, because this guy is for real just kind of like not telling you how he feels, not putting in the effort, and you're in this permanent state of, how do you feel about me? Do you still like me? Where is this going? And none of your questions are being answered. So answer your own question, because the tarot here is like, bitch, go. Like, pack your shit and go. Like, this man isn't doing shit for you, and you're gonna leave this relationship empty-handed because he never did shit for you. And unfortunately, you gotta open your eyes to the facts. I mean, I had to do this recently, but let me tell you, it was the best thing ever. So it's fine. You're gonna do great. Don't worry about it. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Your growth speaks for itself. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this with my whole chest. I really don't think you're gonna be single very long after this relationship is over. I really think, and I've been seeing it in my private one-on-one readings in my own life, how quickly those connections that you cut off are replaced by connections that you almost get triggered because they're too good to be true. Like, you're literally, I was looking at my divine connection real suspicious like the last couple days, because I was like, why the fuck does this man check off every box I've ever wanted, down to his height, down to the most ridiculous standard I've ever had? And I was like, you know what, I deserve. So yes, go ahead, toss him out, and then get you a real man's, like your good man's, like no more karma. This is like the one you're gonna marry and be happy with. So if some of you ladies have met up with people from the past recently and it's going great, or you guys are meeting new people, or just like commanding a lot of male attention right now, live in that shit, wallow in it, because it's 100% part of the plan. And with the Lionsgate, it's only going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, there's a lot of sexual attention here too. I'm not going to say hoe it up with it though. Don't act on the sexual attention. Be aware of the sexual attention though. Yeah, because I feel like it's been a minute since you ladies have felt desirable, that you have felt attractive, that people like you, because this guy just keeps beating you up. So the minute you decide to look elsewhere, the minute you decide to drive your attentions and say, you know what, all right, I'm done here, I'm just gonna look this way, over here in this different direction that you're heading in, you're gonna really start to see improvement and see how much you really are desired and wanted. Fuck yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Dump them all, ladies. Like, we're having a hot girl summer. But yeah, that's exciting. All right, so that was for the divine feminine. Unless somebody asks, I'm not going to do a divine masculine because I don't care. So let's see. I'm seeing with my own reading that cutting off the negative people will open new opportunities. Bitch, when I tell you, I haven't seen more money in my life than the minute I cut off a bunch of connections that I was like, I don't even want this person. I cleaned up my Instagram, I cleaned up my social media, I cleaned out pictures on my phone, and bitch, I have never been richer and I'm in love as fuck. So this all happened within a month, like literally in the month of July. So get have the courage to let go so that you can see what's on the other side of fear. I promise you, it's so good. Um, so let's see. Me. I just started my spiritual journey. I feel and see messages, but I don't know what they mean. What is spirit telling me? That's a good one. All right, Paulina. We're gonna do yours. And I promise I'm going to scroll back up on the questions towards the middle, all that. I'm going to try my best to get to as many as possible before I get tired. What messages is Spirit trying to convey to Paulina? Paulina, yours actually kind of goes along with the Divine Feminine. If there's a relationship, if there's partnerships, I want to say friendship. It seems like there's a friendship, situationship-ish, that is a little off kilter as far as power imbalances go. You're giving a lot, not receiving enough, and a part of you is used to that, so you're not really like triggered about it. But just because you're used to it doesn't mean it's good for you. With the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands here, God's not going to make that decision for you. It's something that you actively have to end on your own. You have to end that pattern. With the Five of Wands, it could be collaboration. It could also be combativeness. It's time to have that conversation with that person. Whoever's not meeting or matching your energy, it's a big fat fucking sign right now that you have to speak up and tell them why and how. Be willing to fight. Be willing to fight for you and your needs. Don't make yourself small at the first sign of discomfort from the other person or at the first sign of rejection. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. No, because you're onto something. You're onto something, and they might not be doing it with malicious intent, but they haven't been made aware. So you have to make them aware. So that's for you. For Masa, my girl. Will my marriage ever be balanced again? I feel like I'm giving and not really getting. Okay. Let's do Masa. What can Masa do in order to return her marriage to a healthy, joyful union? I don't even need these cards. I can literally just feel it like spitting up on me. What can Masa do to restore balance in her marriage? To return her marriage into joyful union? I really think that this is kind of going both ways, Masa, in the way that I know it's not your intention, but I definitely feel like your partner, your man's, is feeling a little threatened, a little intimidated by just how independent you are, because he's definitely the warmer of the two, the one that's more emotionally warm, but also openly communicative about it. He's threatened by how much you don't need him, essentially. And I don't know if it's intentional on your end, but you make it very well known that you don't need him. And I'm not saying that it's all your fault, but everybody likes to feel needed, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying surrender to feeling needed, but definitely have a conversation about both of you rejecting the need to be needed, I guess is the best way that I can put it. Is and it's coming. I don't even think that there's any further action that you need to take on your part. That epiphany with the Ace of Swords, it's coming. That conversation is coming, and I think it's going to come from him again, because he's a little more emotionally expressive. I think it's definitely going to come from him. Yeah, but he's gonna come in a little gun ho, a little accusatory in tone. I want to say, like, we never hang out, or you don't include me. I never know what's going on with you, and blah blah blah. So he's the one that's feeling wronged, but it seems like you're the one where you're like, well, I feel like I'm giving and not getting enough. So yeah, there definitely has to be a conversation. But the good thing is that it's gonna come naturally on its own. It's not something you have to push for. Spirit is working on creating the perfect environment and situation for you to really talk about why it's not okay to be needed. You don't like to be needed, period. That's never been a need for you. That's never been something like you're like you don't like to be needed. He does like to be needed. So you see where the discrepancy is. So yeah, definitely have that conversation. With the Magician here, you're in complete control. That man loves you. He ain't gonna leave you. He's just in his feelings right now because you don't need him. It's the fragile ego of man, unfortunately, that's going on here. So let's see. I'm gonna scroll back up towards the middle because I was talking and then I didn't really get to see a couple of these. Love that you're catching the card with your teeth, girl. By any means necessary. Alright. Sole Luna Astro. So I have a soulmate coming back in pretty soon, and it's been messy in the past, and I'm apprehensive to give it another try. Could you read for his intentions towards me if you can? Yes? Let me just figure out how to word this. How am I going to even word that? This person coming into Sole Luna Astro. Yeah, what are this person's intentions? Are they romantic? What are the intentions here? They trying to get married? What's going on? You gotta give her more than that. Come on. There we go. Well, Spirit is definitely getting sassy for Sole Luna Astro. I think you have a bad habit of being in your head over everything. Questioning, what people say, what they don't say, what they do, what they don't do, what's next, why would he say that, is that indicative of what he feels, etc., etc. And Spirit is asking you to chill. With the Chariot here, it's asking you to try a different method. Clearly, it didn't work the first time when you were all in your head and allowing your head and your logic and reasoning and your anxiety, essentially, making all of the decisions for you. So now it's asking you, rather than try to understand the relationship, it's asking you to just feel your way through it. With the Magician here, you're the one in control. You get to decide how far and how deeply you entertain this relationship. With the Page of Pentacles here, though, yeah, you're going to have to give it another shot. It doesn't necessarily have to be for the long term, but you do have to give it another shot feeling your way through it and being present in every moment and then deciding that it's not for you versus I don't know what you've been doing, pulling cards. Did y'all see that spirit orb just fly out of my shoulder? I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so it's about feeling your way through the relationship, maybe being a little less in your head and being more present in the moment. And then if you try that and you still hate the person that's in front of you, that's okay. Let it go. But yeah, spirit's not making that decision for you. You're the magician in this case. You have all the right tools to make educated decisions for yourself. So unfortunately, I can't give it to you, but at least now you know what you need to do. The lighting is cinematic. I'm living, honestly. All right, let's see. Oh, you're welcome. I'm very happy to help. Gemini twin, hey bitch. Congrats on 1K. Thank you. You're welcome, Masa. All right, I'm gonna go back up towards the middle, and then I'll work my way back down to the end here. Ah, Aries here. Hey, bitch. All right, we got the same sun and rising. All right, Taylor, how do I open my husband's mind and heart to spirit? How do I fix my silence and open up my throat chakra? What does spirit have to say about guidance for me? Well, I'm not going to pull cards on the husband because that is definitely an intimate decision that he has to make within himself. You can lead a horse to water and it can be the best water. It can be the fucking fountain of youth, but you can't make the horse drink it if it's not thirsty. So I'm going to leave that up to him. But how do you open up your throat chakra? All right, let's do that, Taylor. What steps can Taylor take today and for the month of August to activate her throat chakra? Oh, okay. You're like, I'm not gonna say repressed, but you have some shit to say that is pent up. Let's do. That was too many cards. No, fuck it. I'll do 2 more. Okay. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Moon, really think about not just what you want to say, but how you want to say it. And I know you're so frustrated and there's so much, I don't want to be dramatic and say emotional darkness, but so much emotional repression, so much, I want to say resentment, worry, anxiety, indignation, I guess is the word I want to use. Feeling like you deserved better and never got it. There's just a lot going on under the surface here. Spirit is asking you, rather than attacking and accusing somebody, speak from the highest version of yourself that you can imagine. Speak honestly, but don't attack nobody. Don't accuse nobody. Don't make it everybody else's fault except yours. Yeah, speak in the absence of ego, essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. Don't come from a place of you hurt me and you made me feel a thing, so now you have to feel a thing, because that's severely unevolved behavior. This is more about, here's what I need from you so that I can elevate, so I can transcend these feelings. Here's what I need to see from you in order to still believe in you. Yeah, with the Death card and the Nine of Wands and the Justice and Eight of Cups, there's a severe need for restructuring the power dynamics in your relationship. Yeah. The death card is worrying me a little bit. I'm not gonna be like divorce, but there's definitely restructuring. Your man's, I don't want to speak for him, but he's hurt too. He's definitely been beat up, maybe even by you a couple times, and there's just an emotional vulnerability that you're asking of him that he can't provide to himself, much less you. So it's gonna be a heavy conversation. The good news is that the Justice card is here to help you out. Matt is gonna come in to help you even the odds. So August is definitely gonna be a transformative month for you. It's about balance. Don't accuse nobody. Don't be out to hurt nobody. Even if they did hurt you, speak from the highest version of yourself. From the highest place in your throat is where you need to speak from. You can't speak from ego, and I think that's why it's not coming up as fluidly as you would like it to. So let's see. Hey sis. Awesome, bitch. If you call me Bebecita, I will have a crush on you, first of all. So thank you. Let's see. Could you please ask to my spirits how I can communicate with them better? I talked about it a little earlier. You might have not been here. Speak out loud to them in the car, write a letter, but speak out loud. Speaking out loud to your spirit guides 100% helps in them being able to speak back. I have direct questions, but I know my higher self, spirit, and guides know. So, what do I need to know? What do they want to tell me? Girl, you can ask specific questions. I mean, we are in public though, so if you don't want to, that's totally fine. Okay, Quartz. Hey, lovely. I am working on a cross-country move. Yikes. Okay. I'm a bit nervous because I will be moving for work. What message does spirit have for me? That sounds like a big deal. I will be answering that one for you. Okay, Quartz. I wish y'all could like see me shuffle the cards, but the angle is such that that's not a thing. What is this cross-country move going to bring for K Quartz? What can she look forward to? Okay, not too bad. Let's do challenges. What challenges can K Quartz look forward to from this cross-country move? And let's do opportunity. What opportunities come with this move? We'll do challenge and opportunity so we get a balanced direction. Great. Okay, so Knight of Swords, Hanging Man, Queen of Pentacles. How is this move going to affect you? Well, bitch, it is finally you taking control of your life. It's you finally making a decision with your whole chest, trying new things, satisfying your curiosities, but, and there's a big but here with the Hanging Man, it's also about realizing, accepting, and being okay with the fact that you can't control everything. It doesn't matter how much planning you do, it doesn't matter how much foresight you have. How do I say this? Whatever planning you're taking on right now, include adaptability and flexibility in it. Allow room for things to change. Because yeah, I really feel like you're making big strides towards a dream of yours, towards just something different. For opportunity, I got the Eight of Cups, so this might just be the change of scenery, the change of social circle that you needed to get away from some sort of emotional loss that really fucked you up. The Queen of Pentacles here, though, like you're going to have a great home. You're going to feel safe in it. You're going to be making money, self-sustainability, like you're good. Challenge, imposter syndrome. Rising to the occasion, feeling confident that you can deliver the results that you promised when you hired in. etc., etc. So there's a lot of anxiety going on, which you're moving across the country. Like I completely get it. Um, but don't focus on what you lack. Don't focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on all the things you don't know. Focus on what you do know and be okay with that, and know that spirit's got you, because even for the challenge part, it could have been a lot worse. So really it's just mental discipline and being realistic and knowing that you will not, no matter what you do, you will not have total control or influence about the way this move goes, about any of that. So when in doubt, lift it to God, sis. You need lift it to God, because your mind is a great tool, but it's also very easily manipulated. Um, so you're gonna I'm not even gonna say have to, you're gonna learn to trust your gut. Like that's what this move is for. You're gonna learn to trust yourself, which is great and an amazing tool for all of life, not just work. So I wish you luck, and I hope that kind of helps you out. Um, let's see. Control is your problem. Yeah, girl, that needs to go. All right, let's see. La 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 la. There's so many. A level of clarity, knowledge, and love. I love you so much. Oh, Taylor, I love you too. I just want to see like which one I'm called to. I have to wait until it hits me like. Let me go back. Okay, very airy. Hi Denise, hey bitch. I am wondering what it is that spirit has been trying to help me understand that I am failing to fully absorb or understand. Thank you if you get to me. Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna use my oracle card for that one. What message is spirit trying to beat into very airy that, oh, I didn't even have to ask. It just fell out. Bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. It's really time for you to express whatever unpopular opinions you have, whatever off the wall creative hot takes you might have, whatever creative projects you've been sitting on, whatever ideas have come to you, as far as expression, and for some reason like throat activation is coming up. Whatever it is that you're not expressing, whatever messages you have that you're not delivering, it's time to act on them, because you have creative ideas and it seems like you just continuously sit on there, and your spirit guides are like, do you think we just give you those for free? Do you think that those are optional? Like, no, sis, like you have to implement them. If you've been thinking of starting a YouTube, I don't know what method or creative passion you've got going on that you need to express, but might even be music, definitely some sort of art, writing, social media ish thing going on that you need to express that you haven't been. Yeah, you need to start acting. That's what it is. You need to start taking action on every single breadcrumb that is dropped in front of you. They're not optional. Even if they're inconvenient or they don't support your agenda where it is at the time, you got to act on them. It's time to take risks. It's time to be bold, time to be daring, time to be adventurous, time to learn new shit. But you can't learn new shit unless you teach other people what you already know. And you can do that through your creative efforts. So it's like killing two birds in one stone. So I hope that helps. It's definitely about action for you, though. Very airy. Definitely about action. You need to do the thing. Stop trying to prepare to do the thing and just do the thing. I'm new, being intuitive myself. Well, welcome. Get used to the discomfort, because being an intuitive, you're always uncomfortable. Let's see. La 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 la. Michelle B. Okay, Michelle B. Does spirit support her romantic connection between Michelle B and her Gemini sun Mans? My best friend is a Taurus, and he once said that people that date Gemini sun should get a tax break. And as a Gemini sun, I agree. follow him. He's Sheen Bean 12 on Instagram. He's the light of my life. Just kidding, don't follow him, I'll fucking kill you. Alrighty, let's see. Does Spirit support a romantic relationship between Michelle B and her Gemini Sun Mans? I'm not even gonna pull anymore. I got the Death card and then the Ten of Swords. I can't make this shit up. Like, they said, leave his ass. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I can't make it more obvious or clear cut. I don't have to expand on it. They were like, no. Alrighty, I think I'll do like 2 more, and then I'll be at peace to peace out. But before I go, I do have some exciting announcements to make, so stay tuned. You're so adorable. Thank you. Hi, I'm trying to learn tarot and develop my intuition. How exactly can I do that? Girl, take my class. No, but really, I've been saying it this whole live. Talk out loud to your spiritual guides. They'll help you out. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. Really caught my eye. Where did it go? I've always worried about my relationship with my son. I feel like I try to raise him in the best way possible, but I'm unsure I'm meeting his emotional and spiritual needs. Okay, let's do that. That's a good question. That's a very loving mom to be using tarot to check in. It's awesome. Relationship between the enlightened mama and her son. Is her son being nurtured the way he needs to be? Okay, so I got, who is this? Cordelia, go outside, reversed. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. All of this to me is saying that you need to encourage your son to go within a little more. Now, I know that sounds really big, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the nail on the head for you, get to the root of it. You need to teach your son how to critically reason through his emotions, through his identity more than anything. With this independent card, he's having, already at such a young age, he's having identity issues. He's not really understanding why being himself isn't okay. And I don't necessarily think this is coming from you. It might just be, I don't even know if he's old enough to go to school, but it's like little whispers around him. I don't know if people have criticized his appearance or why he's so self-aware at such a young age, but he is. So what you can do is to encourage him to go within, meaning to become aware of what it means to be himself, which could be a little threatening to parents because then they start arguing with you, they start questioning the facts that you present to them. Allow him. He needs that. He needs to argue his stance and hold it with reverence the way you would an adult expressing itself to you, because that's what he needs right now. He needs to feel that what he thinks, what he feels, the way he reasons is valid. And then do this with unconditional love. He might get heated. He might, misbehave, rant, cry, be a little louder in public than you'd like him to. Love him through all of it. He's really just trying to express himself, and I guess is the way I want to say it. And yeah, I keep reaching towards my throat and my chest. Like, I don't know why somebody so young feels so censored. Like I can feel like not strangulation, but there's just a hand here of authority that's like, don't say exactly what you're thinking, don't say exactly what you're feeling because it's not socially acceptable. And he's just like, why? Like, I'm being like, would you rather I lie? Like, I'm being honest. So he's just, it's not clicking for him. um so help him become aware of his own emotional state, of his own identity, and owning that, because he's very young, and almost too young to be that self-aware. Yeah, and that's self-conscious, I guess. Like, not self-conscious in the way where it's like I hate myself, but in the way where it's like he's just aware of himself as a human being in relation to other children. So I'm like, wow, he's like super advanced, which is great. You should encourage that. um, I would honestly encourage exercises in like meditation. That'd be really cool, but I know that can be a little difficult for the younger one, so it depends on his age. All right, we're gonna do last one. Let's see. Barbara, a generous queen. Oh, bitch, I love you. Okay, a generous queen. Currently, I am in a stable part of my life, but I feel that my spiritual growth and internal work is at a plateau. My question for spirit is where to go from here to further that growth. Okay, I know a couple people in the chat were asking about spiritual talents and what they are and all that. So I'm going to do a collective spiritual breakthrough improvement. I don't know what to call it. I'm going to do a collective, and then I'll do you specifically, Barbara. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Sorry. In what ways can the collective open themselves up to receive transmissions from spirit? What can the collective do? They said you picked the right time. Yamanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. You are awakening. There is a spiritual awakening going on right now, and that's why so many relationships have faltered, ended. So many emotional challenges are coming up. They're being brought up. It feels like they're being pulled out of you. Like the hand of God is just like taking out the gunk and like slapping it on the table in front of you and being like, is this what you want? Is this what you think I want for you? Is that what you're being taught in your churches? Because that couldn't be further from the truth. So it's kind of like the heavy hand of Jesus going on right now. But the good news is August is the time for spiritual awakening. It isn't even going to require further action of you guys, because you will be in tune. You are going to have visions. It's like the crown chakra. I feel like it's like cracked. It's just like violently ripping open. And I've been talking about this on Twitter for a minute. People keep saying that the veil between us and the spirit world is thinning. No, I'm saying that it's gone. It dissolved. It's not coming back. These celestial events, these cosmos going on, we've never seen them before. Humanity hasn't seen these before. Not at least in our modernity. So really anything is possible, and you need to open up yourself to the fact that these energies are real, that they have a hand, and you can't run away from them anymore. They're coming to get you, not in a bad way, in a great way that says, this is what's no longer serving you. We need you to chuck that shit and be brave enough to try being happy. Because it's so much easier for us to stay in familiar situations because we know that they're bad for us, but at least we know that they're bad for us. Versus being genuinely happy is constantly having to think and feel for yourself rather than letting everybody else tell you who you are. So with Bridget here saying don't back down, it might pop the fuck off for a little bit. There might be some nightmares, there might be seeing orbs of light, etc. Don't be afraid. It's all part of the plan and you are always protected and safe. But yeah, some of us may, I do this a lot. It's just how the energy channels. I get pockets of heat concentrated in my chest. Many of you will begin to feel this in the chest area, in the neck area, lightheaded tingles, pains in the womb. If you have a womb, yeah, there's definitely going to be physical symptoms this upcoming week and all throughout the month of August. So you got to push through. If your body says, I don't want to eat, don't eat. Water, 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 very minimal meals. Yeah, but awakening is happening. Whether y'all are ready for it or not, it's here. And there's no going back. The veil is thinning. Or the veil is gone. The veil said, yeet. So yeah, that's what's going on for the collective. Everybody's awakening. It's no longer a choice, so I take it back. We're all awakening. Which is exciting. It's no longer a choice. That means we all have to get our shit together. And let's do Barbara specifically. What can Barbara do to strengthen the connection between herself and Source? What steps can Barbara do or can Barbara take today to strengthen her relationship with Source? It seems like every time you get close to a spiritual breakthrough, fear pulls you back, or an unwillingness to face the music pulls you back. It's not fear more than it is stubbornness. I don't know. That's so weird. It's like, I want to know the answer, but not right now. So that's what it is. It seems like there's definitely some defensive going on for you, Barbara. It's not even necessarily scared of what you don't know. It's scared of what you do know. I feel like in vocalizing, in integrating a spiritual practice, you're very aware of how real that is and how life-changing that is. And a part of you is just not ready to let go of that autopilot 3D type of world that we live in. It could also be issues within the home as well. It could be feeling restricted, like there's not enough space for you to practice spiritual practices in the home. So there could be a little bit of that. So I'm getting sister, and I know you have a sister. I'm getting sister. I don't know what her dreams are like right now or are going to be like this week, but the messages are for you and they're coming through your sister. It seems like because you're not really taking that leap into allowing and fully integrating spirit into a moment of vulnerability, because you got to be vulnerable, Barb, like 100%. You got to be vulnerable. You got to be willing to rip your chest open and allow them into your bleeding, thumping heart. That's what you need to do. And I know you're a Scorpio and you're like, no. So the messages are coming through your sister. So I would start listening to your sister very intently, because she's the instrument that God's using to get through to you. Yeah, and you can't just telepathically invite spirit. Again, you gotta out loud and practice consistent effort. That's what you lack, consistency. Spirit is something that you choose every single day, not when you have time. It's something that you prioritize every single day. So yeah, I hope that helped. I hope you guys were entertained while I was here, and I had fun, so I might do these more often. I'm having a good time. Anyway, thank you so much for almost 1,100 subscribers. That's fucking insane and so exciting, and I can't wait to keep bringing you guys my best. One final announcement. I'm reopening my beginner level tarot classes on August 5th, with the first class being on August 25th. And my intermediate level, I'm going to be dropping the details of that tonight, and it opens up for sign up on August 2nd, with the first class being August 22nd. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I won't delete the live. I'll leave it. I'll leave it up. So, thank you guys for sticking with me and all of the support and all of the love and all of just the fucking loyalty. Like, y'all go so hard for me that it makes me want to go double as hard as I already do. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I lament if I wasn't able to get to you, but I'll probably do these more often. I do them on my Instagram all the time, where you can ask a question for tips, and I answer it anonymously on my IG story. So yeah, if you're not already, follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram, and yeah, stay in touch because these tarot classes are coming in hot and heavy, and yeah, I'm really excited. So that's me. Um, Thank you again, and yeah, bye.